Well, let's move on to the next word. It is roughly. It's another short word which can be synonym for approximately and about. So let's go to the first example here. You know, the football club Bayern Munich is not only the biggest football club in Germany, but also they are considered one of the best and the most historical, the most honorable football club all around the world. And the interesting thing about this club here is that their coach is considered one of the youngest professional football coaches in this modern era. So the German football coach, whose name is Julian Nagelsmann, is only just 35 years old, if I'm not mistaken. And a few players in the Bayern Munich, like for instance Thomas Müller, is 34 years old. Therefore, which means that few players in that club are roughly the same age with the coach. Okay, good luck for Julian Nagelsmann for his future career. So the next example is really engaging for not only myself but for the all people who watch this video, because it's about one of the most dangerous global problems of the modern era. It is about air pollution. So air pollution in Shenyang, China, is roughly equivalent to smoking 63 cigarettes per day. Wow, that's so big number. I just cannot imagine that one person is able to smoke 63 cigarettes a day. But unfortunately, it's a real situation in Shenyang city in China. Reading this information that I would never want to live in that city, because the people who are brought up in quiet places and natural environments, they usually prefer to live in the countryside rather than the city center. So here is another example for synonym of the approximate or approximately. It is the word estimated. Since it has ed in the end of it, it's called adjective. And so, you know, adjectives come with nouns. Usually they come before the noun. And we have another word which has the same root with estimated, and it's estimate. So this word can be both considered as a noun or as a verb. Just look at these examples. An estimated age for a man in Hong Kong is 82.9 years. I think the people in Hong Kong are healthy and happy. Let's read the next example here. It is about the modern technology. So electric cars estimated 8% of new car sales in 2021. You know, nowadays there are lots of successful electric car manufacturing companies, and the American car company Tesla is number one all around the world. Although they are manufacturing the vast majority of the cars which are sold and driven by people all around the world, unfortunately their estimated share in the car market of the world is relatively small. So in the last year it was only 8%. Our next phrase is kind of long and it can be somehow difficult for you to learn by heart. It is somewhere in the region of, or something in the region of, or sometimes you can say that somewhere in the vicinity of, or something in the vicinity of. Okay, here is the example. He makes somewhere in the region of $100,000 a year. He makes approximately $100,000 a year. Or he makes roughly $100,000 a year. Okay, let's move on. So this word is pronounced as circa. Circa. It's not an adverb or it's not an adjective. It is a preposition and usually used before years. So if you are speaking about a kind of history of something or the year which some other popular or famous person was born, but you are not sure the exact year. So in this situation, you can use this word circa with a year. Let me give you the first example here. This monument dates from circa 1890. I'm not sure whether this monument was built in 1890 or not, but I think it was built before 1890 or after that year. The second example, author of famous fables Aesop was born circa 620 BC. I have some extra information about this word circa, so please pay attention. Sometimes people tend to write C or C point to mean circa. Okay, this is the end of today's lesson. See you in the next videos. Take care. Goodbye.